Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, students, school board members, parents, and friends. I would like to thank all of you, from teachers to friends and family, for being in attendance this evening. You have all had a profound impact on the development of the students that will be graduating today, and I feel it is safe to say that I speak on the behalf of the whole graduating class of 2019 in thanking you for all of your efforts that you have invested in us to this day. Tonight is no small feat. It is perhaps the most significant and life-altering achievement most of us can claim to this day. Never hesitate to recognize the achievement of each and every graduate here today. Having worked for over 12 years for this moment, it is hard to ignore the determination, perseverance, patience, hard work, and sacrifice that embodies itself in the attitudes of every graduate. Throughout high school, not only have I gained knowledge of the subjects that I've studied, but I've also learned many other less tangible lessons. At times, I know some of you question the need to attend class, but learning the facts and academic skills presented in the classroom is not the only purpose of our education. School has helped to build priceless social skills, as well as instilled a value to succeed. School has helped to, even if something seems hard to overcome, having the correct mindset makes all of the difference. What we are capable of achieving is genuinely amazing, if only we had the courage to believe we can. I encourage you, class of 2019, to not only follow the opportunities available to you, but to follow your heart and pursue a cause of particular importance to you. Instead of following the path of past generations in graduating classes, I challenge you all to make your own path. The risks are always present, but we cannot become what we want to be by remaining what we are. We will learn from the mistakes we make and stand up tall through that experience. Thank you, all of you again, for participating at our graduation and giving us tremendous support that made us grow up to stand out to another world. Thank you.
Good evening, parents, friends, teachers, mentors, administrators, and the Speedway High School graduating class of 2019. I'm sure many of you have found yourselves in the same situation as myself many times, where someone asks, "Oh, you live in Speedway? You must love racing." While I am always quick to respond, only once a year, I think the question can extend beyond an Indy 500 context. Racing, while an integral part of this town's history and character, is also something we find ourselves doing every day. Tonight, the checkered flag is waving as we round the fourth turn of high school. But tomorrow, the green starting flag of the race that is the rest of our lives will call upon us to start our engines and go. For the past 4 years, we have been jostling for position, gaining leverage, and speeding ahead. From sitting in Mrs. Harrison's health class as awkward freshmen learning about the reproductive system, to debating in Mr. Todd's government class over climate change and human rights as strong-minded seniors, this class has shown an unmatched stamina and determination to succeed academically. This attitude carries over to extracurriculars as well, with this class contributing to multiple sectional, regional, semi-state, and even state championships and breaking numerous musical and athletic school records. It's safe to say that the graduating class of 2019 has left its mark on this building, as well as it on us. Within these walls, we have matured from childhood toward adulthood, grown physically, emotionally, and academically, and made friends and memories that have fueled us throughout this race and have ultimately allowed us to not only pass, but propel through the yard of bricks tonight. It is this same spunk and spirit that I am confident will prevail as we embark upon our next race, the race of life. Whether we are training to be firefighters or policemen, entering the workforce, furthering our education, or joining the armed forces, the future is bright for the graduating class of 2019. We may have to pull in for the occasional pit stop, but I have no doubt that the past 4 years have equipped us to overcome adversity and continue striving for success in each and every way. This may be the last time the Speedway High School graduating class of 2019 will be gathered together in its entirety. After tonight, we will all go our separate ways. However, we will always have one thing to tie us together: racing. We have all laid roots in this small town that houses the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but we are all also embarking upon the race of life. What are you going to do with the laps you have left? Thank you.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce the Board of Trustees for the school town of Speedway. But first, I would like to ask you, the members of the audience, to take a moment to acknowledge another person near you. Speedway is a small community, and we gather together this evening to collectively, not individually, honor our children in the graduating class of 2019. Please make a commitment to one another at this time to maintain decorum and refrain from individual recognition of a student this evening. We all would not want one student to be slighted because of an outburst regarding the previous student. We've practiced with the student body, and we expect their best behavior this evening. Please make the same commitment to one another in the audience. I would also ask that should a child become noisy, please allow the child and their caregiver to quickly exit the auditorium to minimize the disruption to the program. And finally, please, if you have not done so, silence any electronic devices. Now, I'm going to ask each member of the board to rise upon introduction and remain standing, and ask you to hold your applause until all 5 members have been introduced. First, Board Member Mr. William Harding, Board Member Ms. Deborah Gonzalez, Board Secretary Mr. Thomas M. Smith, Board Vice President Ms. Laura B. DeGay, and Board President Mr. Luke A. Bickle. Ladies and gentlemen, the Board of Trustees.
As the principal of Speedway High School, and on behalf of the class of 2019, I want to thank each of you for coming tonight. This commencement is the culminating celebration of many years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance on the part of these young men and women sitting on this stage up here tonight. Like those of you in the audience, I could not be more proud of the accomplishments achieved by these individuals and this group. They have been tremendous leaders within our school, our community, and great role models for our younger students. To the class of 2019, as you move forward into the next phase of your lives and continue chasing your dreams, I would like to simply encourage you to not let the fear of failure stop or detour you in your quests. In fact, as you leave here tonight and embark on your next great adventure, I encourage you to challenge the very meaning of failure itself. Merriam-Webster defines failure simply as lack of success. Tonight, I want to offer you a different perspective to the meaning of the word failure. I think Robin Sharma said it best when he stated that the only failure is not trying. I want you to ponder that for a second. In essence, regardless of the number of times you do not achieve success, you have not failed until you stop trying. The potential within each of you sitting up here on stage is immeasurable. Do not prevent yourself from achieving it fully because you fear failure. Dream big, aim bigger. In the words of the late, great Winston Churchill, success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Graduates, I challenge you to never lose your enthusiasm. Regardless of the trials and tribulations you encounter or the setbacks you are forced to endure, remember you have not failed until you give up trying. In closing, class of 2019, I want to thank you. You are the first graduating class that I saw come into the high school as freshmen, and I have very much enjoyed my time with you over these last 4 years. It has truly been an honor to serve you, and I am proud and humbled to be a part of your celebration tonight. As you leave here to embark on the next leg of your journey, I leave you with one more Winston Churchill quote. Remember, the only thing to fear is fear itself. Be fearless. Congratulations, class of 2019. You will always be an alum of Speedway High School, a part of Speedway schools, and a valued member of the Speedway community. And remember, once a spark plug, always a spark plug. At this time, will the members of the graduating class please come forward? On behalf of the class of 2019, I want to again emphasize that you please hold your applause and comments until the end of the ceremony when I pronounce the class as graduates. Clayton Thomas Allen. Shelby Oliva Allen. Devin Lee Anderson. Veronica Marie Apple. Oliver Arguello Pariah. Edgar Barron. Trey James Barsoda. Emily Estefania Beltran. Benjamin James Byer. Devonte Ramon Bowie. Alexander Christopher Bradley. James Michael Bradley. Jeffrey Michael Bryant. Christian Manuel Camacho Lively. Eleanor Avery Campbell. Andy Javier Castillo Mauricio. Michael Daniel Cecere. Chet Chaw. Angie Arlie Chacon. Kylie Danielle Chadwick. Jacob Andrew Collins. Kenneth Lee Cope. Hayla Brianne Cross. Devony Lee Crouch. Nicholas Vincent Gordon Curran. Samuel Mark Davis. Benjamin Thomas Delatorre. Brandon James Dickey. Kiera Ray Dinwiddie. Adriana Lene Dixon. Terrell Kane Dixon. Jacob Jerome Einstein. Tanner Reed Elliott. Katie Elizabeth Endries. Quinn Robert Freeman. Josie Reagan Fry. Damon Lorenz Geigers. Deontay Charles Geigers. Nayeli Janet Gonzalez Martinez. Mackenzie Clay Gordon. Samuel Ezequiel Gova Flores. Rachel Sue Gregory. Aaron Richard Hamilton. Haley Elizabeth Hayner. Jackson Bainbridge Harris. Tyler John Hartman. Cole Allen Hedrick. Robert David Horton Jr. Peyton Matthew Huddleston. Caitlin Joe Hall. Marco Antonio Iacobucci. Kaylee Marie Eisenhart. Billy Renee Jarrett. Jasmine Shirley Jefferson Berry. Avery James Jeter. Shayla Michelle Johnson. Dorian Matthew Jones. Garrett Thomas Jones. Jeremy Isaac Jones. Tyler Lee Jones. Zachary Wayne Jones. Christopher James Kelso. Bradley Michael Krasinski. Zachary Keegan Lale. Tablu Lurku. Hannah May Lindsay. Anna Louise Long. Tutu Liu. Joseph Anthony Lapicolo. Jada Ann Love Sturgeon. Jacob Ryan Lucas. Joel Stephen Magnabosco. Kylie Jean Mann. Ethan Dakota Martin. Michael Andrew McGinnis. Kayla Ann McGuire. Laisha Michelle Mejia. Courtney Grace Merrill. Jennifer Paige Merrill. Zachary Michael Merrill. Hannah Rose Maldacious. Tyrian Lamonte Miller. Alex Stephen Moore. Deja Olivia Morris. Garrett Allen Oath. Oluwabukola Olateju Olagoke. Yonatan Buonahair Olivieris Lopez. Catherine Ann Randolph. Lauren Marie Ray. Jesus Ruvalcaba Pacheco. Jennifer Virginia Salinas Henriquez. Ingrid Sanchez. Jonathan Joseph Sauter. Danita Alize Seals. Morgan Jeffries Shaw. Jared Allen Shoemaker. Sarah Christine Shutters. Theonesta Shayaka. Mara Corinne Sledge. Alfonso Smith. Griffin Owen Smith. Carly Jane Smith. Kyle Joseph Smith. Martise Deshawn Smith. Ryan Michael Stutler. Jalen Deshawn Taylor. Jacob Daniel Temple. Nicole Ann Thompson. Jessica Tran. Eric Jarrell Turner. Devin Michael Valentine. Christian Nuncio Lorenzo Valadares. Nikema Maria Monique Valle. Juan Sebastian Velez Medina. Emily Karen Wachter. Riley Stephen Walker. Melanie Ann Wall. Jeremiah Leonard Wexler. Mariah Gwen Wexler. Steffi Nicole Weiss. Jonathan Christopher Leroy Williams. Nicholas James Wollashin. Caleb Stephen Wood. Logan James Woodlock. Caitlin Marie Wyatt. Kerlek Yar. Will the class of 2019 please stand? By the authority given to me by the School Town of Speedway Board of Directors and the Indiana Department of Education, I hereby declare you graduates from Speedway High School for the class of 2019. Please advance your tassels.
you.